Denise Storm is down.
What'd you want her to do? Break the lady's neck for heaven's sake? Jeez, Joe, you're bloodthirsty anymore. Beautiful snap suplex. Denise Storm coming up slowly. Bennett tags Power.
Power comes in. Good tag team action now from the Dream Team, and these two really work well together. Now we'll see what Terri Power is going to do about that slap a little bit earlier by Denise Storm.
Range side salto. Terri Power takes her over, goes for the lateral press and the cover. 1, 2. John DeMarc not able to remember 3 in time, and Denise Storm comes out. Terri Power still on the attack. Denise Storm managed to take her legs out from under her, but there's Reggie Bennett. Now, what do you think about that, Joe? Reggie Bennett reached in there, slapped the girl right in the face before she was even tagged into the match.
Well, all right, she got a little carried away, her temper. But now look at this. The two members of the Dream Team, and just a perfect team move, you might say.
Big double backdrop. Denise Storm crawling over. Let's think this thing over just
see,
a
that
little
might
bit.
have been a mistake on Reggie Bennett's part, letting Denise Storm get over there to make that tag. They had Denise Storm going. Maybe they should have stayed on top of her. And now, as I said, La Gata comes in, and La Gata goes right to work with those feet. Well, and now throws Reggie Bennett out of the ring.
In all fairness to La Gata, I think they'd a whole lot rather have her in the ring than Denise Storm, because she's still tremendously bigger. Denise Storm is than La Gata, has the size advantage, but now La Gata moving up and it goes into the ring post. Reggie Bennett just moved out of the way. There was nobody home.
Now Bennett going to work on that arm, and she takes that arm and throws it into the turnbuckle again, or into the iron post rather. Again, La Gata's in the ring. Beautiful move by Bennett to pull La Gata away so that she could make a tag. Once again, that spinning neck breaker. And La Gata, I think, is hurt. I think her arm is hurt. And now with that neck breaker, I think we're seeing all of the wind being taken out of her sails. There she goes into the ropes, comes off. There's that spinning slam. 1, 2, and 3.
Denise Storm just a hair. Just a hair too late. And now Denise Storm, she's going to fight Terri Power and Reggie Bennett, I guess. Snap suplex on Power. And Power right back at her. What? Joe, what's going on here?
It's breaking loose in Lothman, Nevada. That's what's going on. And the Dream Team is making sure that the team of Power and La Gata know.
There's the winner of the bout, the team of Reggie Bennett and Terri Power.
Hi, I'm Brad Rheingans, and this is LPWA Hold of the Week. This week, we'll be taking a look at a very effective leg and back submission, the Scorpion. Let's go to the center of the ring and take a closer look. Under most circumstances, the prelude to the administration of the Scorpion means one wrestler will be at a disadvantaged position. Here we see the offensive wrestler's initial control of the defensive wrestler's feet. The offensive wrestler then quickly steps across the defensive wrestler's left thigh with her right foot, at the same time crossing over the defensive wrestler's feet. Wrestler's right foot over her left foot. With the defensive wrestler's right foot in the offensive wrestler's armpit, the offensive wrestler then completes maneuver by stepping around and over with her left foot. Pressure can be increased on the defensive wrestler's lower back when offensive wrestler goes into the arch-seated position. And there you have it for LPWA Hold of the Week.
Hi, this is Magnificent Mimi here. Many of you have written to me wanting to purchase a collection of my photos. Well, I've gone one step above that with my giant full-color poster book, BODYSLAM. BODYSLAM has 20 tear-out posters featuring yours truly and some of my most beautiful opponents that I defeated. Although some of the wrestling outfits are not suitable for television, the posters are certainly suitable for framing. The BODYSLAM story takes you through my wrestling career, both in and out of the ring. Now here's how to order a copy of BODYSLAM today.
To order your copy of BODYSLAM by MasterCard or Visa, call 1-800-777-LPWA. That's 1-800-777-LPWA. To order by mail, send check or money order for $15.95 plus $2.50 for mailing and handling to the address shown on your screen.
At Allison Royal, and she has a big challenge in front of her. She is taking on Comrade Orga, and I know that's one of your favorite wrestlers.
Hey, remember, when you point a finger at somebody, you have 3 more pointing back at you, fellas.
All right, talk about your two opposites in the ring right here. We have Allison Royal and Orga.
Comrade Orga, originally from Moscow, Russia, now hailing from Kennesaw, Georgia, I understand. She lives real close to you, Joe. I was driving over to your house the other day and saw her walking down the street. Looked like she'd come out of your garage.
Well, if she was just there looking to see what kind of material I read.
Well, I don't know about your reading material, but I know about your taste. And right now, Allison Royal, she could taste that one.
I was going to say she had the taste knocked out of her right there by Orga. Look at Orga just pulls her up and is choking her, throws her down to the mat. And Allison Royal now half of Team America in trouble. You know, these are two of the members of Team America that really caused a lot of problems. And now she's choking her. She's got that, I guess it's a hanky.
Well, there's no hanky-panky about this. That's definite straight up. I didn't see anything in her hand. Comrade Orga moves around tremendously.
No, right. What was that? What did he just do?
She was just adjusting her equipment. Comrade Orga moves around the ring tremendously for somebody.
Look at that.
Well, don't look while the woman's adjusting herself there, for heaven's sake. Joe, what's the matter with you?
Well, the referee sure isn't going to go down there and find it. He'd get lost.
John DeMarc, he wouldn't go in most places, probably. Well, he might go a few places that others would appear to tread, but right now, like I said, Orga moves around tremendously for somebody her size, and she is taking it to Allison Royal, choking her over the ropes there. Orga, just almost impossible to do anything with this lady because she's so big, so her center of gravity is extremely low, and she is just hard to put down for a 3 count. There's a big slam.
And Allison Royal, I think, is in trouble. She started off on the wrong foot in this match and just hasn't been able to get her momentum at all. And as you can see, Orga just drove her down to the mat.
And she's just throttling her, just being throttled, if you will, by Comrade Orga.
In front of the referee.
But it's John DeMarc, like I said, Dr. Timothy Leary's right-hand man. Hadn't been the same since those bus trips to see those Grateful Dead concerts back in the 60s.
Well, something must be up because he's sitting there letting her, as you said, throttle Allison Royal. Now, here comes Allison Royal. Maybe Allison's not going to put up with it any longer. There's a chop. She's got Orga. She's going to throw Orga into the other rope. Better be careful. That's a lot of movement.
Oh, meets her and greets her with a flying cross body. I bet that strained her milk sending Orga across the ring like that.
Allison Royal now with the upper hand. I would suggest not letting Orga back on her feet. Keep her down, Allison. Well, I don't know.
Well, that shoots that theory right now because Allison Royal is now going to have to fight Comrade Orga on an even basis, and Orga is just so much bigger, so much more powerful, indeed so much more attractive than Allison Royal.
Left your glasses at home again?
I'm just looking at things from your viewpoint, Joe.
No. Here comes Orga now, and she's... Jim, what a beautiful wrestling move, to be honest, from Orga.
Beautiful double
Something
arm.
we don't expect.
Double arm suplex, a deep underhook there, classic form. Orga, you know, she was on the Russian Olympic women's wrestling team.
Women's or men's?
Women's. They don't do testing over there.
No.
They can get away with almost anything.
All right, Orga.
Some of those Russian athletes need shaves worse than Bruce Willis. You know that, don't you?
All right, the crowd now really getting on to Orga, and Orga not happy about it, trying to cover up her ears, and that gives Allison Royal the opportunity to come in there. And now Allison Royal takes Orga. What's she going to do with her? She's trying to get some momentum off those ropes.
I think she's trying to figure out what to do with the girl, and she just couldn't come up with anything, and now Orga's back on the attack. She is just simply too powerful, too big, too strong, etc. As we've mentioned before. Wait a minute, what's she? She's going up in the air. Oh, God, Joe, cover your eyes. I can't look.
Oh, and Allison Royal is out of it. There's your 3 count, and the winner of the match is Orga.
Get that spatula and flip Allison. She'll burn on one side.
Comrade Orga!
All right, there we saw Comrade Orga
what?
in action.
I tell you what, next time you take Orga to lunch like you did yesterday, please let me go with you, because when you go to McDonald's, I want to watch the sign change.
Right now, we're going to see a match. Very rarely do I ask this question, but why did the LPWA make this match? The Mighty Mites taking on Bad, Black, and Beautiful, and let's be blunt, it will be a miracle if the Mighty Mites can pull this one off.
You know, there's a question I ask more often. Why did the LPWA hire you?
Oh, boy, this is going to be one for the record books. Bad, Black, and Beautiful going up against the Mighty Mites.
That's right. Sweet Georgia Brown and Sindy Paradise, the Mighty Mites.
And right now, it looks to me like that Bad Black and Beautiful is just feeling them out, because I tell you what, there is no way in the world that these Mighty Mites can overcome the sheer power, the animalistic tendencies, the delight in torturing opponents that Bad Black and Beautiful possess.
Well, say that if you want, but right now, if you'll notice, Sweet Georgia Brown...
I can't say it again, don't ask me to.
You'll notice Sweet Georgia Brown has the upper hand. Boogaloo Brown on the outside, not very happy. You don't think Sweet Georgia and Boogaloo... Nah, it couldn't be. And look at that, a beautiful move by Sweet Georgia Brown.
Sweet Georgia Brown, didn't she used to work for the Harlem Globetrotters?
Oh, that was the name of the song.
I'm sorry, I knew it was something of that nature.
She has got Black Venus in trouble. Now, Venus throws her off. Here, there's the quick move we're talking about. She comes off, and a beautiful move there to get her down. And it takes double teaming to keep a pin from taking place. The Mighty Mites might surprise us here, Jim.
Well, the Mighty Mites might, but then the Mighty Mites might not. I think the Mighty Mites are just that, mites, standing next to the Bad Black and Beautiful, the two biggest, strongest girls in women's wrestling. And what kind of tag is that? Who is the referee here? Of course, it's John DeMarc. Well, this guy, what kind of tag was that? She was halfway in the ring already. She was standing up on a turnbuckle.
But she was halfway out of the ring.
So in other words, as far as John DeMarc is concerned, I don't know why I deduced that the referee was John DeMarc there. I just suddenly did.
Well, my question to you is, why does the LPWA even make a match like this? I mean, let's be honest. The Mighty Mites are tremendous competitors, but the truth of the matter is, even though they've got the upper hand right now, there's no comparison for Bad Black and Beautiful.
I'll give you the one word as to why matches like this take place, Joe.
Yeah?
Lawsuit. Lawsuit. Look at, the whole thing, everybody, you can't please anybody in this country anymore. Look at Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill, that whole fiasco. Everybody wants to go to the courts with things. Everybody wants to say harassment, discrimination. The Mighty Mites, if they didn't get a chance at a top tag team like Bad Black and Beautiful, the Mighty Mites would go to court, sue the LPWA, say it was discrimination because of their size, because they got freckles on their cheek, I don't know what, but they would say that, and they would go to court and sue the LPWA. That's why they're getting their chance at a top team on national television. If they win this match, then they'll make a name for themselves. If they lose the match, which I'm sure they will,
then everybody will just say it was expected.
Exactly. But they've got to have their opportunity.
Well, that may be so, but I think they've signed a contract to give themselves the opportunity now, it looks like, to get hurt. Because in the early moments of this match, the Mighty Mites did have the upper hand. And they are using their speed. I'll give them that. But
Sindy Paradise, wait a minute, had a roll up but couldn't hold her.
She's so much smaller than Bad Girl, she couldn't even roll her over.
Could not get her, couldn't get the leverage. And now, once again, Bad Girl takes over, front headlock. Shoots her off into the ropes. And holy mackerel, where's she going with a big power slam?
Absolutely drives her to the mat. And here comes Black Venus with that headbutt right into the midsection. 1, 2, and 3. And as we said, it looked like the Mighty Mites signed a contract to lead their path into doom. As Bad Black and Beautiful are victorious.
Fans, the winner of the bout, the team of Bad, Black, and Beautiful.
The exciting world of women's wrestling is now available on video in the special TV offer. This collector's edition of 4 videos features all of your favorite stars in action. Terri Power, Reggie Bennett, Bambi, Team America, Malia Hasaka, Magnificent Mimi, The Beast, Superstar Susan Sexton, The Glamour Girls, Bad, Black, and Beautiful, The Nasty Girls, and many more. If you purchase this collector's edition of 4 videos in the store, you would pay $79.95. But through this special TV offer, this exciting action-packed 4-video pack can be yours for only $49.95 plus shipping and handling. Order now. Don't miss out on the special TV offer. Superstars and super action for a super value. MasterCard and Visa buyers, to order by phone, call 800-777-LPWA now. The collector's edition is only $49.95 plus $5 to cover the cost of mailing and handling. If you prefer to order by mail, please send $49.95.
We'll be traveling around the country and bringing the great ladies action of the LPWA to our fans out there and our audience. from the arenas, and I think it's going to be a great new season in the LPWA.
I understand there's going to be a lot of big stars coming into the LPWA, like Velvet McIntyre, Desiree Peterson, a lot more of the top ladies from around the country and around the world coming in. Going to be in all the different arenas. It's going to be fabulous.
We'll be rocking and rolling with Terri Power, Reggie Bennett. Of course, Bambi will be here. Lady X is back from her tour.
Lady X.
Still the champion, I might add.
We suspect now that she was once a Russian cosmonaut. You know one of those lady cosmonauts? Because I heard about the story. They blasted her off, right? And when she was in the spaceship, she got stuck in orbit. And she couldn't get out of orbit no matter what she did. So she radioed back to Moscow. She said, "Help! I'm up, and I can't fall down."
We'll see you next week on the LPWA.